All right, let's dive in. Forget everything you know about the classic neighborhood lemonade stand. Today, we're talking about the rise of the Kidpreneur. It's this global movement where young founders are building serious businesses, sometimes right from their own bedrooms. It's pretty incredible.
I mean, just think about this for a second. For generations, the message was pretty clear, right? Entrepreneurship is for grown-ups. But there's this new wave of founders who are totally proving that a great idea doesn't really care how old you are. And they have a name for them, kidpreneurs. And honestly, they're everywhere. These are kids and young adults who are taking things they're passionate about, their unique talents, their creativity, and they're building actual businesses from scratch.
This quote from Haya Judah, who's a founder at just 12 years old, it just captures the spirit of this whole movement perfectly. It's not about your age, it's about the power of your idea and, your drive to actually do something about it.
So, where does that initial spark even come from? Let's dig into that moment when a simple idea starts its big journey into a real-world business.
So what exactly is a kidpreneur? Well, at its core, it's a young person who uses their creativity to make something or offer a service that other people actually want or need. It's all about turning your own ideas into something valuable and genuinely helpful for other people. And that spark, it can come from anywhere. Take the story of Corey Neves. When he was just 6 years old, he decided he wanted to help his mom buy a car. Now, he loved to bake, so he just combined that passion with his goal and started a small business he called Mr. Corey's Cookies. And that small project, the one that was born from a kid's desire to help his mom, it eventually grew into a $1 million business. It's just a stunning example of the kind of potential that can be unlocked when a young person's idea gets the right kind of support. But turning that initial spark into a sustainable fire, well, that takes more than just a great idea. It really needs a strong foundation, a mix of key skills, and, this is critical, the right support systems. And the benefits of doing this go so far beyond just making money. Launching a business teaches these invaluable life skills. Kids learn to think critically, like what do you do when the lemonade stand runs out of lemons? They learn to problem solve on the fly and build real, lasting confidence with every single sale. It's like a practical education in finance, communication, and innovation, all rolled into one. But here's the thing, building those skills in a vacuum is really, really tough. Research shows that one of the most powerful predictors of a young person's success as an entrepreneur is external support, and specifically support from their family. Okay, so academic research actually pinpoints exactly how this works. Family support gives a direct boost to two key beliefs. First is what they call desirability, basically thinking, hey, this is a cool thing to do. And second is feasibility, believing, you know what, I can actually do this. When a family offers that encouragement, both of those beliefs get a major lift. And get this family effect is even stronger in certain cultures. Think about societies where, say, challenging authority is frowned upon, or where fitting in with the group is valued more than individual ambition. In those places, as you can see by the steeper lines on these charts, family encouragement isn't just helpful, it becomes absolutely critical to push back against that social pressure. So in essence, family support acts as what researchers call a substitution mechanism. When the wider culture or the school system doesn't provide enough encouragement, the family steps in to fill that huge gap. That support can literally be the one thing that makes the whole journey possible. So to kind of sum up all the research, the model really holds true. Those green lines you see confirm that proven link between family support and a young person's belief that they can and should start a business. And in cultures that are maybe less entrepreneurial, that backing from family becomes the single most important factor. Of course, the journey isn't always smooth sailing. Let's get real for a minute and look at the actual obstacles that young founders often have to navigate. Young entrepreneurs face a pretty unique set of hurdles. There's the obvious one, limited access to money, but there are also psychological barriers, things like stress and self-doubt. And then you've got to find the right mentors, somehow balance school with running a business, and navigate all the legal rules for minors. It can feel like a lot of major roadblocks. This quote from a teenage entrepreneur really puts a human face on that financial struggle. Without a big budget, they had to get super creative, relying entirely on word of mouth. It's just a testament to the kind of resilience and resourcefulness you need to succeed. Okay, so knowing the challenges, what's in the modern toolkit for a young entrepreneur and their supporters? Let's break down the strategies that are actually working right now.
So, for parents and mentors, support can be super practical. It starts with simple stuff, like helping them research their market and put together a basic business plan. From there, it's about offering some financial help or connecting them with mentors, and maybe most importantly, encouraging them to be persistent when things get tough. That's the structure they need to thrive.
And today's toolkit also includes a really strong moral compass. You can see a real contrast here. Where traditional business often prioritized profit at all costs, a lot of these young founders are building their ventures on a foundation of ethics. Things like honesty, transparency, and social responsibility. And this isn't just a feel-good strategy. It's a powerful way to build lasting trust with your customers. Finally, let's look to the horizon, because the next generation isn't just starting businesses. They're fundamentally reshaping what it even means to be an entrepreneur. The trends for 2026 paint a really clear picture. We're seeing this rise of solopreneurship, where technology empowers a single person to do the work of a whole team. Gen Z leaders are bringing new styles to the table, focusing on transparency and purpose. And the strategy is shifting. It's more about dominating a small niche market and prioritizing sustainable, steady growth instead of risky, rapid expansion.
This all leads to one final powerful thought. This isn't some trend that's way off on the horizon. It's happening right now. A new generation is redefining success with powerful ideas, strong values, and incredible technology. The only question left is the one on your screen. Are we ready to support them, to mentor them, and maybe even learn from them?